Hey guys, ready to carve your legend in the untamed wilds of Roblox Dark Journey? This Colony Dunamy RPG drops you into the new world, a land of peril and promise where every choice shapes your fate. As a kaşif, you'll face monstrous creatures, craft wagons, and decide whether to uplift or exploit this strange frontier. I'm your weathered guide, a trailblazer who's slain vampire lords, hired mercenary armies, and navigated the game's choice-driven depths. Your class isn't just a role, it's your soul in this unforgiving land. We're ranking all 10 classes from the feeble C tier to the godlike S tier, exploring their starting gear, passives, and impact on solo, co-op, and story paths. Grab your musket, Voyagers. The journey begins now. In Dark Journey, you pick a class to define your playstyle, from DPS-focused vampire to support-driven doctor. Each class starts with unique items and passives, unlocked via tasks like slaying bosses or spending Dabucks, which is the game's premium currency. Combat blends melee, ranged, and utility, with crafting and NPC interactions shaping survival. Solo play demands self-reliance, co-op thrives on teamwork and choices, helping or harming the new world alter your story. Classes like Noble leverage economy, while Vampire excels in raw power. Let's start in the shallows with C tier's duds and climb to S tier's trailblazers who conquer the frontier. First up, C tier classes are the weakest Voyagers, struggling to leave a mark in the new world. Trade these for a better path fast. Chart the course with Pirate, unlocked for 50 Dabucks. You start with a pistol, 10 pistol ammo, and a passive that cuts reload speed by 25%. Sounds swashbuckling, but guns in Dark Journey are a hassle. The pistol's DPS is decent, but slow reloads and constant ammo needs cripple it in prolonged fights. Solo players burn through bullets against monster swarms, and co-op teams prefer melee or support. Story-wise, pirates charm roguish NPCs but lack impact on major choices. Swap Dabucks for a swordman to actually fight. Pirate feels like a scoundrel stranded on a sinking ship, all swagger and no substance. Next, Gunman drifts in, unlocked for 25 Dabucks with a musket, 10 musket ammo, and 25% faster musket reloads. It's a slight downgrade from Pirate, as the musket's even slower to reload despite higher damage per shot. Its range helps in open fields, but ammo scarcity and low DPS against bosses make it a liability. In co-op, Gunman's outshined by AoE or healing classes, and story choices feel generic. Spend Dabucks elsewhere. Merchant's a better starter. Gunman feels like a lone marksman missing every critical shot, fading into the frontier's dust. Time to trek into B tier, where classes hold their own but need finesse to shine. These Voyagers are solid picks for specific roles. Now, Doctor steps up, unlocked for 25 Dabucks with 4 herbs and 50% cheaper herb prices. This dedicated healer excels in co-op, restoring HP to allies during brutal monster raids. Herbs offer steady healing, but Doctor's combat skills are near zero, making solo play a slog. The passive keeps healing affordable, letting you stock up for boss fights, but you'll rely on teammates for DPS. Story-wise, Doctor's compassion sways peaceful NPCs, unlocking kinder story paths. Pair with a vampire in co-op, but re-roll for solo. Doctor feels like a battlefield medic, vital to the team, but frail alone. Chart the course with Priest, unlocked by purifying 100 evil corpses, selling monster corpses to the church. You start with 2 crucifixes, 2 holy waters, and 50% cheaper crucifixes. Against undead, Priest is a force, with crucifixes dealing high damage to monsters. But against human enemies or bosses, it's average, relying on melee or allies. Co-op teams love Priest for monster-heavy zones, but solo play struggles without constant crucifix supply. Story choices lean holy, aiding church-aligned paths. Stock crucifixes or switch to noble. Priest feels like a zealot wielding divine wrath, but only when the enemy's unholy. Here we go with Bomber, unlocked for 75 Dabucks with 4 bombs, a torch, 50% cheaper bombs, and reduced explosion damage. Bombs deliver massive AoE DPS, wiping out swarms if placed well, making Bomber a beast in open battles. The catch? You need a steady bomb supply, and misplacement can kill you or allies. Solo players thrive with careful planning, but co-op demands coordination. Story-wise, Bomber's chaos suits destructive choices. Save bombs for bosses or re-roll for Swordman. Bomber feels like a powder keg, explosive but risky. Time to blaze a trail with A tier, where classes dominate with versatility and power. These Voyagers are your ticket to greatness. First up, Merchant, unlocked by liking and joining the Roblox group, starts with 100 coins and 25% cheaper food prices. This class is a beginner's dream, offering flexibility to buy weapons, hire mercenaries, or craft wagons early. The coins let you experiment. Grab a sword for DPS or herbs for survival. Food discounts keep you fed in long solo treks, and in co-op, you fund the team. Story choices favor trade-focused NPCs, opening rich quests. Stick with Merchant or save for Noble. Merchant feels like a savvy trader, turning gold into glory. Now, Swordman charges in, unlocked for 25 Daybucks with a sword and 50% faster sword swings. In a game where enemies attack slowly, Swordman's speed makes you a melee monster, slicing through foes before they react. High DPS and low reliance on ammo make it ideal for solo play, while co-op teams value its frontline power. Story-wise, Swordman's bravery unlocks heroic paths. Avoid guns to max out its potential. Swordman feels like a duelist carving a bloody trail through the wilds. Here we go with Farmer, unlocked for 100 Daybucks with a chicken, a pig, and 50% cheaper animals. Your animals act like mini mercenaries, charging enemies with decent damage. Chickens can multiply, boosting your army, but they take heavy damage and die fast. Solo players can farm animals for crowd control, while co-op benefits from their chaos. Story choices favor rural NPCs, unlocking peaceful quests. Stock animals or re-roll for Vampire. Farmer feels like a rancher herding a wild stampede, strong but fragile. Finally, S-tier classes are the Legends of Dark Journey, rewriting the Frontier's fate with unmatched power. These are your destiny. Chart the course with Vampire, unlocked by eliminating the Vampire Lord. You start with a dark sword and a 20% movement speed boost, but the real power is healing with every hit. This makes Vampire the solo king, regenerating HP while slashing through swarms. In co-op, it's a DPS beast, pairing well with Doctor or Priest. High DPS and speed ensure you outpace most threats, and story choices unlock dark, ruthless paths. Never re-roll this. Vampire feels like a night predator, draining life with every strike. Here we go with Noble, unlocked for 100 Daybucks with a mercenary and 25% cheaper mercenary hires. With an army of 10 musket-wielding mercenaries, Noble feels like cheating. Mercenaries fire from range without needing ammo, delivering massive DPS. Solo players steamroll enemies, while co-op teams rally behind your army. The discount lets you hire more, and story choices sway powerful NPCs, unlocking elite quests. Keep Noble or grind for it. Noble feels like a warlord commanding a private militia, unstoppable in the new world. That's the full map, Voyagers. All 8 classes in Dark Journey ranked from Pirate's rusty misfires to Vampire's bloodthirsty reign. You're now armed to conquer the new world's wilds, whether you're slashing solo as a swordman, healing co-op crews as a doctor, or commanding Noble's mercenary legions. Vampire's healing strikes and Noble's musket army are your keys to dominating bosses, while Merchant's gold fuels early crafting for newbies. Ditch Pirate and Gunman's clunky guns for Bomber's explosive chaos or Farmer's animal swarm. Craft wagons with Merchant's coins, purify corpses as Priest, or hunt Vampire Lord solo. Your class shapes your saga. For solo runs, grab Vampire's speed. In co-op, pair Doctor with Swordman. Save Daybucks for Noble, and craft golden muskets to boost any class's DPS. Every choice, helping or harming the new world, carves your story, so choose wisely. What's your Dark Journey legend? Are you a vampire draining monstrous hordes or a merchant trading for glory? Drop your clutch boss kills, crafty wagon builds, or bold story choices in the comments. Let's swap tales of the frontier. Hit the Dark Journey Trello for class buffs. Vampire's healing got a tweak. Or join the Discord to trade Vampire Lord strats, flex Noble's army, or hunt crafting recipes. Share your journey. Did you reroll Pirate for Swordman or sway NPCs as Farmer? If this guide lights your path, smash that like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more Roblox epics. The new world's perils await. Will you rise as a vampire warlord or a noble king? Craft, fight, and shape its fate. Voyage on, legends!